Yesterday was a really hard day. I left the school crying. I was crying in front of the principal. I ran to my friends' rooms and I was crying and hyperventilating, like I was trying to process everything. But I wasn't even sure if I wanted to make this video because of how sad I've been. But I feel like others might be also going through the same thing. So here I am. As you guys know, I've been an instructional coach for 4 years. There was a Title I grant given to our school so we can help raise our scores at our school. So with this grant, we could be a coach for 5 years. Now I know that it wasn't guaranteed. In my understanding, it wasn't going to be guaranteed after the 5 years were up. So I was ready and prepared to not be an instructional coach after my 5 years, but this was only year 4. I'm going into year 5. So it's the end of the year. There's only one more week left of school. He just started hosting end of the year meetings. And we kept asking like, hey, what's our job going to be? Like, what are we going to be doing next year? And verbally, he would never tell us. Me personally, I went up to him and I said, hey, can you let me know? Because my schedule's really busy. And he's like, oh, we'll talk. Very non-transparent and almost like a secret. I feel like he knew that I was going to be upset. So he didn't want to do it just right then and there. There was a lot of things that he needed to tell me. So I sent an email on Wednesday and I asked him what my job assignment was going to be because I didn't have time to meet with him. He never responded and it's been like 4 days. So finally on the 4th day, I went up to him. I stopped him in the hallway. I worked all the way through. I didn't have a lunch yet. I was about to take my lunch and I saw him in the hallway. He was getting his coffee from the teacher's lounge and I said, hey, do you have a moment so we can talk about my job assignment? He was like, yeah, I do. And so we went to his office and he told me that I would no longer be the instructional coach. They got rid of the coaching positions. So it's me and another teacher because of budget. So central office approved cutting our positions because they needed to hire more teachers for different subjects. So I was prepared. Okay, let me take that back. I was not prepared to hear that yet, right? So that was just one part of the blow. Along with my instructional coaching, I'm also a special education teacher. So the way they group my title is I can still be considered a teacher as long as I'm teaching either intervention, reading intervention, math intervention, or one section of a class, because they want 15 hours of coaching and 15 hours of reading intervention or small groups or whatever teaching, so that we can still have our TIA money. And TIA is where if you are a recognized teacher in the state of Texas, you get a lump sum every year at the start of the year. So it's like an incentive to stay at that school. And the school that I'm at gives close to 100% of that lump sum. So as long as we're a teacher, we still get to have that money, which was really nice of them, right? So last year when I was a coach, they had me doing intervention. The year before that, when I was a coach, they had me doing second grade, one section of second grade. This year as a coach, they told me I was going to do special education resource teacher. And I was like, okay. And so when they eliminated the coaching spot, when he told me that, I was like, oh, so then I'm just going to be the full-time SPED resource teacher. Well, he then tells me that my position is no longer available because they hired an international teacher from Africa on a J1 visa to come and take my spot as a SPED resource teacher. And when I heard that, I was like, I've been at the school for 11 years. I've worked my way up as a leader at our school and as an instructional coach. So you're telling me a person that's never been at our school was assigned to our school and just given my position. So at that moment, like, I started crying because it felt like everything that I had to give for that school is gone. My other thoughts, then I just started spiraling, like, is this me having to say goodbye to my parents, all the kids that have been there since pre-K? Like, I've been through so much with them, right? Now, this administration does not know me because they just came in this year. This year, I don't know if you guys remember, but we changed out our administration team. There's 3 of them. 1 principal, 2 assistant principals, and all 3 of them have been new to our campus this year. So I can understand that they don't know my history and they don't know what I've been doing for the school. So I can kind of give them like a little bit of break on that. But you had all year to see me work, to see what I do for my kids, right? And he even tells me, he goes, I want to keep you in SPED. You're great at it, but I don't have a say because it's central office's decision. So I'm hearing this from one person, right? And I'm like, okay, now I probably need to talk to HR. I'm probably going to set up a meeting with HR and then just ask for like more clarification on that, because why is this one particular candidate on a J1 visa only supposed to be in SPED? Can they not take any other position, right? He then asked me what I did the previous year when I wasn't in SPED. And I said I did reading intervention. And he said, well, there is a reading language specialist online. It's posted. And he asked me to apply to it. And in my mind, why do I have to apply when I've already been there for 11 years? Why do I have to apply when you can just give me the position and I've taught that position? He tells me there's also a social studies position open and he wants me to take that. And I said no, because it's 5th grade social studies. I've never done it before. That's not even what I put on my letter of intent, and you're just placing me in different places because you need somebody there. This whole entire year, they could not hire our social studies teacher. From the beginning of the year to the end of the year, we've had a sub in social studies, 5th grade. And they want me in that position. Like, that felt like another hit in the face. But also, why are you not telling me to apply to that position if it's an available position? But yet you're telling me to apply for the reading intervention position. It just all doesn't make sense to me, and I just need clarification from another person and not the principal, because at this point I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long did you know that this J1 visa person was coming and taking my spot? How long did you know that? You waited until the very last minute to let me know so that I don't go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know their benefits of not telling me, but my life is now completely flipped upside down. The other thing is that when he was having these meetings with teachers, I went online to our school website and I looked at what job listings were open, and my position was actually posted online. And so when I confronted him about it during my meeting, I said, is my job posted online because my title was instructional coach, and now that you got rid of that position, they are having a need to have my SPED position open because I'm not titled as SPED, right? He said, no, that has nothing to do with it. And so he was like, I didn't even know that your job was posted online. I said, yes, it was posted. I said, it was posted 1 day ago. He was like, oh, I had no idea. Which that part I don't even know what to believe. He said maybe it was posted because the J1 visa person is coming, but yet you already know they have that position. It hasn't even applied yet. They don't have to apply, right? They're already allotted for my spot, but I have to apply. I have to apply to everything else, except for the position that you want me to take. It's almost like I've overstayed my welcome there and they don't see the value of me. So they just want me to leave. It feels like that. It honestly does feel like that. And I know they may not want me to leave, but the way that this is all happening is not right. So yeah, that's the update of my life. I remember last year there was also a huge drama with my school, and it's almost like I was really close to leaving last year, and I feel like this year is probably just the push then. I'm still gonna work summer school. I'm still going to volunteer at their events. Like right now, I'm headed there now on a Saturday to go work a picnic event. Like I'm not going to stop applying myself for the children, right? I'm still going to be me. It's just really hard.